So today I'm going to talk about uh, ambiguity and embracing uncertainty, which could be a loaded concept um, initially, because we always want to know what's going on, right? The ego always wants to know what's going to happen, and if it doesn't, what it does, it just creates what's already happened.
Yeah.
So you keep living your life, the same scenarios, the same discussions, the same arguments, the same old, and you go, oh, how you doing? Ah, same old, same old. It's like, why? That shouldn't be like that.
Unless you like it.
I know, it's one of those phrases that we throw out there, but if you really think about it, it's like, why? Why same old, when there's so much, nature's never same old. It's constantly changing, and change is really the only constant. So, but that term, embracing uncertainty, it obviously causes anxiety, because that means that I just, I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. And it's not like you sit back and go, okay. No, you're doing your thing, obviously, but you're not tied to what happened before, and therefore that's what I'm gonna expect now. Or, oh, that's what I want, so I keep thinking about what I want in the future, which you really don't know if, how it's going to pan out, or, it's just up in the air. So there's uncertainty there too, but it's more of just, we live by desire, right? We have these desires of things that we want to do. And what happens sometimes, that's how we evolve, that's how we grow. We go from one to the other. But what happens a lot of times is we have these desires, but then it's like, oh, no, you don't want to do that, because remember what happened here? Or, no, you don't have the ability. Or, heck, I'm too old to go to Madagascar, right? So, we'll never live that down.
I'll never live it down.
So, why? Why do you have to think that? Why not? Why not? Why not go to Madagascar? Why not have your 90th birthday on Madagascar? Who cares?
I like
Right?
that.
And so that's how we hold ourselves back, and that's how we do the same old, because it's safe. The ego goes. It's how we're always creating. That's the interesting thing that most people don't understand. We're constant creators. The thing is, we may create by default, which means we're not doing it on purpose.
Right.
And then what you're creating by default is the same old.
Mm-hmm.
You're creating that by default. Or then maybe you're stepping into somebody else's creation, and that, kind of rattles you. Oh, now I'm a victim, or I don't feel good about this because so-and-so is doing such and such. Well, where do you stand on this whole thing? You have a choice. You can create your own, your own future. If you're not doing it, then obviously you're going to bump into everybody else's.
It's out of fear, don't you think? It's fear of the unknown.
Of course.
So we
Of
go
course.
back to what's safe.
Of course.
So they love that Jewish phrase, if not now, when? If not me, who?
Yes,
If not
that's a
now,
good
when?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me, who?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So good.
Exactly. Just a little insight here. I was talking to Mitzi, who is going to open up the Borrego Museum,
Yes.
Yeah.
and she was saying something like that she had eyed the building. The building spoke to her, and then she was looking for people to do things,
Yeah.
there, and all of a sudden she turned around and went, no, who is me? Who is me?
Yeah.
And now she's totally devoted to it, committed to it. It's turning out beautifully, and she's restoring it to its old, the mid-century modern, and it's going to be
That's
gorgeous.
so cool.
It is very cool.
That's good. Who is me? That's good.
Exactly. Who is me?
Yeah, who
Nobody's
is
gonna
me?
do it if you really
Hello,
if you're really that passionate about it.
If not who?
Yeah, if you're really that passionate about it, then do it.
Yeah.
Who else is gonna have that passion?
Yeah.
They,
Right?
they're gonna do it.
There it is.
Say hello to yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. Turn it on. So I want to read you something, again from Deepak Chopra, because he introduces this embrace uncertainty. He's got 7 laws of, I think he calls them 7 laws of success. It's been a while, there's a word missing, but and one of them is detachment, which goes back to what you just said, Marilyn, about the fears. So you hold on and you can't let go, which is that detachment. Once you let go, now all of a sudden, wow, you know, then you're free. You're no longer in fear. You're in anticipation. Oh, wonder what's going to happen, right? But to get there, you know, takes a lot of practice. Takes a lot of practice. I think the concept can be easily understood on an intellectual level,
Academic level.
but then trying to make it your lifestyle requires practice and requires, as he's going to let you know, meditation. Obviously, that's right, kind of the key. So this is a letter that somebody wrote to him, and the question is, there's one question I have that I hoped you might shed some more light on. In the law of detachment, you discuss the concept of uncertainty. I understand what you're saying intellectually, though perhaps have more of a challenge embracing it emotionally, although I have to some degree. I suppose that the connotations of the word are still something I have to change for myself. I guess what I'm asking is how one can become more certain about uncertainty. One thing I have learned is that flexibility and a knowledge born of trust in the self have helped. Where I get stuck is in the freewheelingness, if you will. Is meditation the only solution to this? Are there other ways to master the concept of uncertainty? And his response is, the ego believes that if it knows what is going to happen in the future, then it has some control. It likes to feel in control because it then believes it will feel safer and more powerful. But in fact, the ego can never be certain what is going to happen. It can only project possibilities based on history and past experience.
That's what you already knew.
Yeah, so you're living this constricted life, right? The wisdom of uncertainty lies in the recognition that the ego really can't be certain of the future. Furthermore, the compulsion to know what is going to happen based on the past effectively limits your ability to create the most appropriate present out of the field of all possibilities. The wisdom of uncertainty is where awareness is not constrained by the false belief that we need certainty to feel emotionally secure, and recognizing that living life from present awareness offers us the truest sense of safety and security. I'm going to read that again. The wisdom of uncertainty is where awareness is not constrained by the false belief that we need certainty to feel emotionally secure, and recognizing that living life from present awareness offers us the truest sense of safety and security. When you're in the moment, you can make some really good decisions. When you're in the past, you already made them. And so, same old.
Right.
You know,
What
what
do you mean those
stumps
decisions?
me though is we have the luxury of pondering things like that. If we were in Kuwait or wherever they're bombing these days, and you don't know
You have to be in the moment, don't
from
you?
minute to minute
You
what's
have to
gonna
be in the
happen,
moment.
and you
Yeah.
can't find your kids, and
Yeah.
you know, then can I be philosophical and let life flow, and it's this, you know,
You have to.
that would be, yes, but I'm pretty hard. Panic takes over, and like I said, it's easy to
We're the privileged.
philosophize when
Yeah.
when I'm sitting out. I'm talking about myself now.
Right.
Sitting
All
out in
of
my
us.
own yard, watching my little birdies and
Me
things.
too.
But I don't want to be, but I haven't been tested to like some people in the world have.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I had a
Well,
very,
you just act. based on what's happening, and that's, yeah, you have to.
I had a very wise friend who said something that's always with me. She says, make the most of every moment.
Absolutely.
Be in the present. Just make the most of every moment.
And that's okay if the bombs aren't falling or the,
Well,
the
if
tornado.
you're
Even
making
so-
the most of every moment, the
even
bombs
so.
are falling, you
I
escape.
know we should
That's
be
what
mindful,
we
stay
do.
right here right now, but
Bye-bye.
I'm just
This
expressing
is
that.
happening.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out of
I
here.
know I have a limit. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
well.
I can't walk on water either, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Maybe you could.
Maybe I could. That's argue for my limitations.
So he goes on to say, meditation is central to that ability, and this ability to remain fresh and open to a reality that is not simply a replaying of past experience, but also seeing uncertainty as a positive quality is important as well. Not having certainty for how things must turn out allows you to develop a genuine sense of ease and security based upon your connection to the universe. It frees you up to appreciate and feel grateful for what is around you right now, instead of trying to make it something else.
Gratitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, birds.
All right?
They agree.
Yeah, totally. It's like, listen to me. And it makes life more interesting and fun when you allow yourself to participate in the every unfolding wonder of creation. So with that in mind, I'm going to lead you into a short meditation, which I hope you will like. Linda and I experienced it the other day, and it's quite fun. So let's go ahead and relax. Put our shoulders back. And let our bellies come out to play. And close your eyes or keep a soft gaze ahead of you. And just take 3 deep and satisfying breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose for 2. Let that belly rise. And then feel your rib cages as you exhale. And on your 3rd inhale, let out a big sigh through your mouth. And now smile.
I can't hear you.
Smile. And now smile in your heart. Take that smile down to your heart. Feel the sensation of that smile and bring it to your heart as if your heart were smiling. Now take that big smile into your belly and feel as though your belly is smiling. Take the smile down to your toes. Each of your toes has a big smile. And now feel the smile in your entire body. Your whole body is smiling. Now observe your body and feel the effects of the smile and notice how you feel. How does it feel to have a smiling body? Now place your awareness in your heart again. As you breathe in, fill yourself with love, compassion, and joy. And as you breathe out, send that love, compassion, and joy out into the world. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and proceed with a heart full of love, compassion, joy, and now awareness.
That was lovely.
Thank you. Smiling body.
Mhm.
It's quite a concept, isn't it?
And then you have a smiling spirit.
Of course.
Mhm.
What is it saying? When you smile, the world smiles with you?
Oh, there's a song, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When you
Okay,
frown, you frown
So
alone.
here's my experience, because I
Okay.
need to talk about my
Okay.
So, because when I'm in bed at night, sometimes I have a lot of anxiety, and I do something similar that I try to physically feel how it feels when I feel really good or really happy, and expand that as much as I can. And this was really similar to that. So you expand it, and I'm tingly, really tingly and warm, and it just grows and grows, and it's a spacious feeling,
Mhm.
but it's also out, and it's wonderful. But there's a little bit of force field that goes with that, which kind of goes against what the purpose is, right? I mean, if we're trying to be out and open and projecting this wonderfulness, but the edges of that projection is like, stay on your own side, right? So there is a little bit of that yin yang thing going on. Anyway, that's my experience.
And what is that to you?
I just don't want to have any bad things coming in, right? I'm keeping bad things away.
It's your borders.
Yes, I have borders. Yes, but
And you'd like it to be more open.
no, I don't think
Oh,
there's
okay.
anything particularly wrong with
Yeah.
it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think there's a
I
problem
think
with
that if you believe that things are going to go wrong, they most certainly will.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then
Yeah.
chances are
So that's where my border is,
And you have to
expecting
keep it
something
out.
bad.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
expecting that. Yeah.
So I need to dissolve my borders and let it.
Have more
Until
trust.
you're ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a real hard time with
Yeah.
trust.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
I
same.
tend to fly all over the place when I do that
I do
exercise.
too. I'm all over the place. I have to rein myself in sometimes.
So maybe you can come up with something, whatever feels comfortable for you, to kind of start undoing that.
Yeah, oh, I just,
that force
I
field.
had the,
Yeah.
already just now, the visualization of having that border dissolve
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
filtering
Because
out.
again, there's that uncertainty.
It's,
right?
it's what she was
Yeah.
talking about, the
Yeah.
uncertainty. You're
Yeah.
going back to the fears.
Yeah.
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 Let go, let the uncertainty. Wow, there might be something great out
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
Yeah.
One
But there's
idea,
not anything coming in, everything's going out,
Yeah.
everything's going out.
one idea would be to start out,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
and bring it.
Yeah, start with the
That's an idea.
goodness
I
out
wonder
there
if that would-
and pull it into
Mm.
yourself.
Might,
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
There's a lot of
But
goodness
it's
in the
based
world.
on the
There
premise of
is,
something
there really is a lot of goodness.
negative out there.
They-